I am cow, hear me moo. I weigh twice as much as you, and I look good on the barbecue. Yogurt, curd, cream, cheese, and butters made from liquid from my udders. I am cow, hear me moo.
Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 and my fellow beef jerky eater John, and this is part 2, the final part of our making beef jerky for long-term storage series. Now, as you can see, this is the finished product from part 1. Now I've got some notes here I intend to refer to, and I made some video during the process, and I'll roll that video in here shortly. I just wanted to let you know that the total time to get the proper dehydration was 27 hours. Yeah, I know that seems like a long time, and that's a whole lot longer than you need to do it if you're just doing it for short-term snacking purposes. But to get the most moisture out of it, you have to dehydrate it for a lot longer, and in this case 27 hours. Now I checked the progress and rotated the trays just about every 8 hours. Now another note is that I didn't leave the dehydrators going for 27 hours straight. At night when I was ready to go to bed, I turned them off, and in the morning I turned them back on. The reason I did that, and you don't necessarily have to do it, but I feel uncomfortable leaving heat producing appliances going all night when I'm asleep and they're unattended, so that's why I did it that way. Now we excuse me, the average yield for beef jerky is about 1 pound of jerky for 3 pounds of raw meat. In our case, we had 4 pounds 6 ounces of raw meat, and our jerky amount of jerky came out to 1 pound 9 ounces of jerky. So we did a little bit better, but you can figure approximately around a pound of jerky for every 3 pounds of meat. So okay, now I'm going to go ahead and roll in the video that I did during the process, and be right back. Okay, well, it's been about 8 hours that I've had these running, so I'm going to go ahead and check and see how they're coming along. John's not here to do the camera work, so you'll just have to bear with me. Okay, this one in my older dryer is it's coming along. It's getting drier, but it's still got quite a bit of moisture left in it. I just like to check the middle to lower trays as well, just to make sure everything seems to be drying equally. Yeah, come on. Alright, there we go. So there's that one. Now, one thing that I noticed is this brand new Nesbo with the higher heat and adjustable heat setting definitely works faster than the other one. Okay, as you can see, at least I think you can. I better look and check the viewfinder. So let's see. Yeah, there you go. Alright. And yep, these are coming along even faster. However, this is the one that I used that Lowry's marinade on, it's got a little bit more of a coating on the outside of the meat. But we'll see how it comes along. Like I said, this is about 8 hours worth of dehydrating, so it's got a little ways to go. It's getting close to what you'd want for snacking jerky, but it's definitely not ready for long-term storage. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it back on. And I'll let it go overnight, and then I'll check it again in the morning. Okay, they've been in the dehydrator now for about 27 hours total. I think they're going to be ready, and I'm going to check now to see if they are. So you want to take a piece, and if it breaks, instead of bending, then it's ready. Now, some of the pieces, like this one, may not just pop apart because they, one thing, you know, different levels of thickness on the same piece. But this is ready. The other thing is, these are still warm from the heat in the dehydrator. I turned it off for a few minutes before I started handling it because it's too hot to handle otherwise. But that will also leave it just a little bit more flexible than it otherwise would be. Once it cools down, it'll be just a little bit more brittle. Now I'm going to check some over here and see what we got. Yep, that's just about right. That's what you want to see. Now you'll notice that a lot of these pieces have the shininess to them. That is oil from the melted fat. And what you want to do, the next step before packaging up them for storage, is you're going to want to take these with some paper towels and pat down each individual piece to remove that excess oiliness from the surface. And that'll be the next thing that I do. And then once John is here with the vacuum sealer, then we're going to package it up. We'll see you then. Okay, we pretty much done with the making the jerky part of this series. Now we're going to get on to the packing it for long-term storage. There's several ways you can do it, and the way we're going to do it today, and probably the best way, is we're going to use a vacuum sealer and vacuum pack it in bags. John brought his vacuum sealer over, and I'm going to let him do that part of this video for the most part. But there's other ways you could do it, I have done dehydrated vegetables and other things that I've used brand new paint cans that you can get from Lowe's, Home Depot, places like that. Put the stuff in to Mylar bags, put some oxygen absorbers in there, and then seal it up. And that works pretty well. So that's one way you could do it. And there's, like I said, other ways you can do it, but this time we're going to do it in vacuum sealed bags. So we're going to get set up for that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and take it away, John.
All right, well, this is a Food Saver vacuum pack machine. It's the model V3460. I got mine at Bed Bath & Beyond, but I'm pretty sure you can get it through Amazon. It's a relatively simple machine to use. You can either get it with roll bags in it to whatever size you want, you can make it. I just bought Food Saver quart bags. I've already got this bag partially filled with meat, and I'm gonna see if we can get this thing to work.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Getting it into the slot.
It's not the quietest machine.
No, it's not. But it takes all the air out. I'm waiting on it to seal. Alright, it's sealed. And also cut the bag. And it's sealed and it's ready to go for storage.
Do you think we could get more in one of those quart bags?
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to do one.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's
do another one.
Do another one. And get as much in it as you can get.
Okay.
In one of those quart bags. Right. So they can see just how much you can get in there.
You can get quite a bit. I can probably get most all of this.
Yeah, what he's doing now is the Lowry's marinated beef jerky, and when we get done, he gets done with that, we'll go ahead and do the rest of the beef jerky off camera, and then we'll come back for the final part.
Yeah, hill the rest of it.
Oh, good.
So that's good. You just hold it together, slide it into the slot, and wait a second. It didn't take long.
No. But if you're going to do a lot of this, I think you better wear hearing protection.
And it's done. It held the rest of it. Very well packed. It's ready to go.
Yeah, vacuum packed like this is when you've done it with as much of the moisture out as you can get, you vacuum pack it this way, it's going to last a long time.
It sure is.
Now, if you throw this in the trunk of your car or something, it's not going to last nearly as long.
Right.
Doesn't matter how you pack it, you know, just because of the extreme temperature changes. But you stick this in a closet, you know, in a pantry, wherever, it's going to last for years.
Years is correct.
So, all right. Well, we're going to do the rest of the jerky, and then we'll be back. All right, well, this is what a pound and a half of beef jerky looks like once it's vacuum packed for storage. Vacuum packed like this, it's going to last a long time. Now, before we end this series, we got one more thing to do. While it was still dehydrating and it was at the snacking level of dehydration, I took a piece of each of the flavors out so that John and I can taste test it. And that's what we're going to do right now, as soon as John reorients the camera and comes over here and sits down. I'm especially interested in seeing how that Lowry's Hawaiian marinade came out. But we'll start with the teriyaki. And I just washed my hands, so John, you don't have to worry about getting my cooties.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
You know, but of course, you know, my cooties are quality cooties.
I understand. All right, let's try
there
this.
There you go. Let's.
Smells good.
Actually, it's a little bit past the snacking dehydration, but
it's got a good teriyaki flavor.
Because they do dry a little bit more as they cool down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is right tasty. Turned out very well.
I ain't gonna have to sit here and watch us chew until we can get it done.
Try the next one.
I shouldn't have bit off such a big piece. So, you keep talking while I chew.
Okay. Yep, as far as snacking, very good. Just what you expect from a good jerky. Good flavor. Can't go wrong with the teriyaki sauce. It always turns out well. The flavor stays with it.
I think I should have used a little more hot sauce. I can't
hot?
Not really tasting the hot sauce.
Oh, I'm not either at all.
No.
But this is good. For our first ones, it turned out pretty decent. Mm.
When you really got it dehydrated, takes a while to eat it.
Yeah. That is all right.
I might have to speed up the video about now. Okay. Now we'll try the Lowry's. Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. It's sweeter than teriyaki.
It is. I can taste some garlic.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Was this a mustard base?
Not this. No. No. I'm not sure what all it had in it.
Vinegar?
Probably.
Mm-hmm. This one's right tasty also.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of these, you open a bag, you can't put it down.
And it's a different kind of taste than you usually get in jerky.
Mm-hmm. I guess it depends on what kind of sauce you use.
I think most of your jerkies are like teriyaki based or soy sauce based,
Mm-hmm.
and Worcestershire sauce based.
A good sauce to try would be Cattleman's. That's a mustard base, but it's not real mustardy.
Well, anyway, you can make your marinade to whatever flavor you want. So, okay, well, that takes care of our making beef jerky for long-term storage. I hope you found it useful, and thanks for watching. This is Speckhouse 56 and my faithful Indian companion, John Doe, saying we'll see you at the next video.